Welcome to DaDoctorWhoFan's 6th Doctor Reviews, where I review every episode of my favourite Doctor, Colin Baker. So, the 6th Doctor Last Adventure box set, released in 2015, is a box set with 4 stories, each of them across the 6th Doctor's timeline, looking at different parts of his timeline, which all comes together in the last part, the Brink of Death. It was created since the 6th Doctor didn't have a proper regeneration story, and instead his was Sylvester McCoy in a wig, falling over and dying at the start of Time on the Rani. So Big Finish have released his absolutely marvellous box set called the 6th Doctor Last Adventure. So I'm going to go through each episode one by one, and then I shall be looking at the actual set itself. The end of the line. So my favourite part was when the Valeyard appears at the end. Not much really happened in this story that I really care about. When the Valeyard appeared at the end, that's all, you're really looking forward to, and I really enjoyed that part. My least favourite part was when Alice went crazy. I really didn't like the character of Alice, and when she went crazy it just seemed rather silly and very annoying. In my opinion, this story really has no purpose. It has hardly any relevance to the rest of the Last Adventure and would work a lot better as just a 2-hour monthly range story. I found most of the cast annoying, especially Alice, and while the idea was intriguing, I did find it a trifle predictable. However, Colin and Miranda were excellent as the Doctor and Constance, and I can hardly wait to hear more of them in the monthly range. Also, the Master was okay, but I would have preferred it if Jeffrey Beavers or Alex McQueen had returned as that role. The Red House. My favourite part was when the Valeyard tells Charlie about what is going on, and then mention that some small-minded liberal will get in the way, and then it cuts directly to the Doctor complaining about it, which I thought was really funny. Just a really funny moment that I think really worked from Alan Barnes, and I just find it just one of those things which just made me laugh a lot. And while the rest of this box, especially that story, is really serious, we just hear that clip and it just makes you go, you know what's coming next. He says small-minded liberal complaining about it, and then suddenly it's gonna cut, and I just found that a really great moment. My least favourite part was that pack of criminal wolves. Well, just all the scenes with them, with the Doctor, I just found them really dull and boring, and I didn't find the characters that interesting. But I thought the story was really enjoyable and was intriguing while being important to the overall plot, as you find out in the last part. I really enjoyed the story, and I did really enjoy the Valeyard segments. I also loved the Doctor's outrage when he thought the CIA had got him to do this with the wolves, and it was very much like he acted in Attack of the Cybermen when he thought they'd gone to get him, to do the Cybermen. The conversation between Charlie and the Valeyard was brilliant, but I really did not like the segments with the Doctor and the wolves, and I did find them very dull, boring, and disinteresting. I really like Charlie in it, and it reminds me how great she was with the 8th Doctor, as I haven't listened to anything with her and the 6th Doctor yet, but she was, it was just just like how she was. And the reference to the water source I thought was very funny, because they were in Stormborn, her very first story, and it's just all that section with references to the 8th Doctor I found very good. Stage fright. Favourite part? Jago and Lightfoot. Least favourite part? Philip. This story was amazing. Jago and Lightfoot were amazing as per usual, and the scenes with the Valeyard recreating the generations were some of the best Who I've ever heard. However, I did find Philip very annoying, and I absolutely hate her character and all the stupid stuff she says. Jar Jar Binks? Sounds like something Moffat would have come up with. While not as bad as Rose, they are very similar, but I really don't like her. However, I love the Victorian theme of the story, and I loved Jago and Lightfoot. Colin, as per usual, was amazing. The Brink of Death. Favourite part? The Regeneration. Least favourite part? I don't have one, because I love this story so much. It was a great regeneration story for Colin, and made me so sad, as is my favourite Doctor. This story is brilliantly thought out, and Nicholas Briggs has really outdone himself here. The segments with the Valeyard as the Doctor were very good, and for once I really did not find Mel that annoying. I also liked the bits in the Matrix, as 1, I love finding out more about it, and 2, those scenes are really intense. I did expect there to be more Mel, but I didn't mind because of how good Janesto is as a character. The Sylvester McCoy cameo was well done and surprising. Michael Jason and Colin Baker were truly brilliant and had such a good ending to a brilliant box set. Hello, so this here is the portion of the view where I showcase the actual product. So this is what the Last Adventure case is. See, it's slightly taller than the DVD, so somehow you may have to adjust your shelf to fit it on. And of course it's completely out of scale to the CD line, as you can see. So if you're expecting it to be fitted in with that, well, you're out of your luck. So see here, this is just a slipcase. Got some big text there, and on the back it's got information. It does have, as you can see, it's a limited edition, so mine is 2055 out of 10,000, with some information about the product. So slipping out, you get the same thing, but it's a book, so it's bound like a book. It is a book. You've got the same cover art again. The back is the same, except all the company information is taken off. And it just details the story. So if you open up to the first page, you can see that it's just a reprint of that cover again, but it really does look lovely. Then second page, I'm a Time Lord 2's Out of Time, and then disc 1, which is just the same thing there, but just with the Colin on it. All of them are like that apart from the last two. So that's the end of the line there. Get the same thing with the Red House, exactly the same. Then you get an introduction by Colin Baker, which is quite good. It does say a lot of the same sort of stuff he says in Doctor Who magazine. Back last year, I think it was the July issue, don't quote me next, I think I might be wrong, but that's the thing. And then you've got that lovely picture for the shop thing, Sylvester McCoy and Colin Baker, and it says it's far from being all over, as well as you notice all the Colin Baker's companions so far, minus Frobisher, all on there, including Evelyn as well, because Evelyn is amazing. Then that's just the notes finished off. And you've got episode 1, the end of the line, writer's notes. As you can see there, it's a Photoshop thing of different quotes and different characters. Same thing for the Red House. Same thing for Stage Fright, of course including the wonderful Jago and Lightfoot. Again, the same for the Brink of Death. And then its producer's notes about the whole of the last adventure. There is no rescue, no salvation, no hope, only death. Now again, the pictures, so you got Colin Bacon and Miranda racing. And you got Indy Fisher and this lovely one with Colin Baker and then Bonnie Langford and Michael Chaston. And we got Rory Keenan and Kieran Hodgson with Ashley Maguire and Jessie Buckley. Trevor Baxter, Lisa Berman and Christopher Benjamin. Michael Chaston, Bonnie Langford and Colin Baker. Here you got all the production credits, like the crew, and you've got all the cast details. And this lovely poster type image in the middle of the booklet about, or just poster with all the characters on. It's like the front cover, but was expanded across 2 pages, and it's really nice. I'd love to have this on a poster. Then you got a reprint of the cover there, with continuing this for Stage Fright, same thing there. But then it's got the regeneration version of the art for the Brink of Death, and that is continued same onto the disc. Then you've got an hour behind the scenes disc, which just has the standard art on. So overall, this is a really well presented product. I love the look of it. I was expecting it to be a bit smaller, but getting more used to it now. It doesn't fit in with the rest of the big finishers, but that also makes it quite special. And of course, in story itself, it is brilliant. A great tribute to Colin Baker's Doctor, and a great send-off to it. All the presentation of it is quite nice. It would have been nice to have individual artwork for each disc instead of just a picture of Colin Baker. And it would have been nice if they had released it here as a special limited edition and as 4 standard editions, like what they did with the David Tennant box set. I went for the standard editions because I prefer the standard editions, and that's mainly why I held off getting this for so long, but I saw it was selling out and I just, I needed to hear these stories, so there you go.